a quick editing exercise. So first off, we have files that I have included in Google. So we filmed stuff yesterday. I put the files in here. I'm calling it the Film Bootcamp folder. I shared that with you yesterday, or at some point if you're watching this further down the road. We had some problems with syncing up the audio files within Premiere Pro, and I've spent an hour investigating various options. Right now, it's flaky. So what I did is I merged the audio files that we recorded from the Zoom audio deck. I've merged those together, and you will see that these original video clips are now merged, and I put them in the folder under the video files called merged. So here's 1, 2, 3. They're going to be in this order. You're editing them down to make that flow a little bit better. So first you need to download these. So you can right click or control click. You can also click the download button here and then download them to your desktop. What I recommend is anytime you're working with media files, make sure things are labeled, download them into a folder. Now I made folders on the desktop. If you look over here, audio clips, video clips, and so on and so forth. Now, I've already downloaded the files. They're right over here, so I'm just going to skip that point. Okay. Now, next thing I need to go into, let's go over here. I've already opened up Premiere Pro. I clicked open, download it if you haven't used it yet. And so let's go into Premiere Pro. And when you open up a new document, let me just close this. Don't save. We'll pretend like it's never happened. I'm going to open Premiere Pro again. And while that's opening, let me show you a couple things. There are keyboard shortcuts. This is a PDF file that is in Schoology. Also, I put an analogy from one of my good friend teacher people, Joe Dockery, who wrote the book for Adobe Premiere for schools, yay, with a salad bowl analogy. And let's go through this. So his example, let's go new project, and that's create, replace, and this he considers your ingredients. Then you cut them up, clean them up, and so on here. Then we drag them into the bowl, and then we preview it. So in the bowl here, we put all the parts together, and so on. So that's the salad bowl analogy, which I think is really cool. It kind of helps me stuff. So we put our media here, then we clean it up here. So let's do that. So I'm going to grab these clips. Now, these clips, again, should be in a folder, so you're organized, but let's drag them all here. And in this window, you can view it by here. You can view it by here. It is Untitled Project. It's just they're right here. All right, so what I do is I'll start with clip 1, and I'm watching it.
Audio is rolling, camera is rolling. Okay.
I want to cut out the stuff I don't need. So in here, I do mark in. And right there, you can see the actress is beginning to talk. So I'm going to cut this.
Action.
I never said you stole the money.
Okay.
Action.
I never said you stole the money.
Okay. So, cool. That's fun. Let's drag that in there. We've got that clip set up. It's pretty clean. We can do some more fine tuning over here. Let's double click on clip 2.
Camera rolling.
And I'm going to do an in right there. I can also do an out. So if I'm cutting stuff off on the end, I put that there as well.
I never said you stole the money.
Now she looks right at the camera right there. So let's back this up a little bit. And whoops. We'll just scrub right before we break the fourth wall. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna put that in there. Now let's grab this one and drag it into the timeline right here. Woo! Oh, we're cooking with gas. By the way, when you're in a timeline, if you zoom in and out here, you can see more space. All right, clip 3. Let's double click that and let's play.
Camera's rolling. Action.
Yeah.
Okay, right around here. So let's drag this back a little bit. Boom. And
Yeah. I stole the money.
let's go here. I don't know. Let's do an out thingy there. Okay, now grab 3 and put it over here. Now, in the timeline, if I watch the whole thing.
I never said you stole the money.
I never said you stole the money.
Yeah, I stole the money.
Oh, the most beautiful film ever. Couple things. One, you have selector tools, so you can select things and you can cut ends off. If you grab this, you can drag back and forth. One of my favorite tools is if you have these cut down pretty well, over here, the ripple edit tool. Check this out. If I decide to cut in here, it automatically moves clip 2 and 3 to line up there. Now I'm going to undo that so I can keep that. Now, so these are tools. You have the cut tool. So if I were to go right here, I can cut this clip. I can then go back to selector and I can cut this piece out. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to undo that. Also, like I was showing before, we can zoom in and out. So if you get to a very specific part that you want to like get control over, you could look at that. That's really cool. Let's go back here. So the next thing I want to show you is that when you're doing these things, if you have audio clips, they'll be here. You can zoom, you can make this bigger or smaller here, and that will kind of move the parts around. But now we need to export out the video. So I'm going to go up here to File, and I'm going to go Export Media. And the most important thing is that we need to give it a name that actually makes sense. I can't type. Never stole the money. Okay, now, where's this gonna go? I have to click here because by default, it's gonna put it somewhere deep inside of Adobe Premiere's folders. So I come down here and I click on desktop. Now, I'd already done that, so, but you get the idea. All this other stuff we're just gonna leave. This should be match source. H.264 is our output option that we want. Yay, that's gonna be by default, so that should work fine. And then all this stuff, we just click export down here. And it takes a moment for it to crunch it, and it's gonna put it on the desktop. Once it puts it on the desktop, then I just need to drag it back to my Google Drive folder and share it publicly and get a link and put it on the project tracking sheet or wherever we're going to share this. So if we're sharing it with our team, that's fine. But most of our projects end up in our Google Drive folder. We make it publicly shareable, or we link it over into the project tracking sheet where the final is done. Okay, now this should take just a matter of moments to export out. This is freaking out right here. So I'm going to end my video because obviously something's going on, but it should be fine. And that's how we do some basic editing and organizing of our files. And yeah, thanks for watching.